Hey guys, what's up? Hopefully you're having a great one wherever you are today. Today I want to talk about something that honestly might end up, I might get a bit of hate for it, might end up upsetting some people because, you know, when you confront people with the hard truth, sometimes it's a little too hard for some people to take on the chin. So I do apologize if this video hits a nerve, the wrong nerve for some people. But I think that it just needs to be said because I think that honestly there's a bit of a silent epidemic going on out there for a ton of musicians, bass players obviously for me and you, but musicians in general, essentially not achieving the level of musicianship that they're actually capable of. And I think that we all, I'm sure that you have, right? You've probably sat there and thought, how good am I and how good could I actually be? You know, we're always thinking about the future. If I try really hard, how good could I actually be? And that is something that we're all asking ourselves constantly and worrying about, right? And as a fellow bass player and fellow musician, honestly, it totally breaks my heart to see people constantly falling short of what they're actually capable of. And honestly, I think that it comes down to parenting. And no, I don't mean it's your parents' fault of doing a bad job of parenting you. It's actually you doing a terrible job of parenting yourself. Check it out, when you become a teen, did anybody just give you a quick heads up that, oh, by the way, it's your job to parent yourself now? No, of course they didn't. And by parent yourself, I mean, when you hit your teens, in general, it's suddenly your job to make yourself do all of the crap that you don't want to do so you can be everything in life that you want to be. Listen, it's really, really simple to get what you want, but it's not easy. In fact, it can be insanely hard and insanely frustrating. We all know how to get super shredded, right? Six pack, the guns, the full thing, right? And ultimately give ourselves the chance of living a longer life and spending more time with our loved ones. But are we doing that? No! I just shoved a big cake in my face about 10 minutes ago in the kitchen. It's so simple to know what you have to do to get the results that you want, but it's just sometimes not that easy to do it. And the idea of parenting ourselves is a really, really important concept for us all to understand. All of the decisions that we make today are not based on our goals, but in general, they're just based on how we feel right now. So your feelings are actually ending up making the decisions for you. And that's why parents are so important for kids, because if kids could do anything they want, they'd never go to school, they'd never learn to eat correctly, they'd just sit around watching TV all day, right? And that is why when we're kids, we need parents. But what's missing is that when we grow up, we forget to realize that we actually now need to parent ourselves. But here's the rub. You're never, ever, ever going to feel like doing the things that you need to do in order to reach your true capacity and capability on the instrument, on the bass. You are always going to need to push yourself. You're always going to have to put in the extra effort, and it needs to come from you. It can only come from you. There is no one coming. Nobody is coming. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to turn off the TV. Nobody's coming to tell you to pick up the instrument in the corner and put in that extra hour. Nobody's going to tell you to get out there and get in among it and put yourself in those uncomfortable situations where you might fail, because there's only one person that can do it, and that is you. No one is coming. No one. It is up to you and only you to be able to do that, to be able to push yourself. And because you're only ever going to do the things that you feel like doing right now, unless you understand that you have to take responsibility to parent yourself, you are never ever going to get your playing where it could actually be. You're just not. Period. The end. You're always going to be underperforming. You're always going to be shooting under where you can actually reach. So when you understand that you're always going to have to give yourself a push and then follow through on that and go the extra mile, do the extra hours of practice, pick up the instrument every single damn day, put yourself into a situation that you might not be ready for, but you do it anyway. Always understanding that you're going to have to push yourself. That is when you will be truly giving yourself the chance to become the musician that you actually could be, and not selling yourself short like so many musicians do. Thousands of musicians do every single year all around the world. So don't sell yourself short. Pick up your instrument. Don't put the responsibility onto other people to get you to follow your dreams, and put in the work yourself. Super close to my heart. It needs to stop, and we need to, myself included, start taking responsibility for myself, for yourself, and putting ourselves out there, putting in the work that it needs, and getting to that next level. Take it easy. Hopefully, I'll see you in the shed.